As you can see, the new look to Blackboard 9.1 is a tad different than what we saw in Blackboard 8. So I want to go through and focus on the areas that will present to you the most change. The most change will be that when you entered this course, you see that you did not see an announcements page. You are on what's called now the home page. We will discuss that later in this presentation to talk about whether or not you want students to enter on the home page or back to the traditional announcements page. But the home page does provide various modules that you can add or delete from for them to walk into the course. And in addition, a couple of other major changes are that the control panel that used to be behind the scenes is now available to you on the front screen as the instructor. There are two sets of items here on the left beside the content area. First is the general menu item that we are accustomed to, and then secondly, below this line is course management, which is presenting to you all the control panel options that you were accustomed to seeing behind the scenes. Everything below this line is only available to the instructor. The other big difference is we'll move to the upper right. Edit mode is on, edit mode is off. And when I turn off, which is just done by clicking the on button, it's a toggle. I want you to notice specifically that take a look at the menu items here. We have homepage, information, content, discussion groups, tools, help. This is by default what Blackboard builds when it gives you a course. The two items, information and content, you will note when we turn edit mode off, will no longer be there. These menu items have no content and are marked accordingly on your screen. What edit mode off and on does is it presents to you your ability to edit the course and your ability to see what the student sees. I'm going to click edit mode now so that it will go off. It tells you that it's off, and you now see what a student would see. Preview account personal sandbox, that would be the title of the course, or what we generally use here as Cleve-2010 SU ACA 115, whatever the course ID or name is what will be appearing here. And notice the menu items. The information button is no longer there. Now, course management control panel, this information is still here, but that's because you have instructor rights. Even though this is what the student sees, control panel is still available to you, but not available to the student. You just have to take my word on that. Okay, so I'm going to go back into edit. It lets you know whether you're in edit mode or not. It says edit mode is off, so we want to turn it on. We'll click and we come back, and you are back now to where you can edit. And notice the content was the other button or the other menu item that I couldn't remember. That also did not show. A couple of other items I'll mention is the little tab that you see here with the arrow pointing to the left. It says hide course menu. So if you want a bigger area to work with, then it's as easy as collapsing the menu so that you can see the entire page. And this is really good for printing. If you're going to print, then make sure you hide the course menu, and you can simply click there to bring it back. Also, you still have the breadcrumbs at the top of the page, and I'm going to move back to the training course where we actually have a little bit of content to show you that staff information, need help with Blackboard. If you'll notice up at the top, you still get the breadcrumbs that allows you to navigate backwards and forward depending upon the path that you've taken. And I can click there to go back to the front, or I could have clicked on announcements. So, big difference, and what we want to do now is talk about how to work with these items.